Hi everybody and welcome to this new tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create this amazing wallpaper, and what we are going to use are these images. First, the background, as you see. Second is this text, the 3D text, which we are going to create it to, but not in Photoshop. We are going to create it in other program, Autodesk Maya. You can use whatever program you think you're skilled in. For example, Cinema 4D or even Photoshop Extended, which I don't have. That's why I'm using Autodesk Maya. We are also going to use these butterflies, PNG images, and some smoke and leaves. That's all. First, let me show you how did I create this text, this simple 3D text, which then I changed it into this background, and I made a manipulation to create this wallpaper. Let's open Autodesk Maya. Let's Autodesk Maya, and just go to Create, Text, click on the square button right next to the text, and here write whatever you want. It's not important because we are going to change that later. Choose Impact as font because it's the most used font, actually the best font too, and click Apply. You'll get this text. Click over 5 to see the shading of it, and press F to zoom. Now this is what you get. To change this writing, I need to create a writing like this, which is gonna be lab UDG. That's all. So first, and as you can see in the image, the letters are separated. They're not together. So I'm gonna separate them. Go to in the attribute editor. You can show it from here. Just press over attribute editor, and you get it. Now press over bevel +1, and after that press over this button right over here and change to L. Then press OK. Select the letter and click Ctrl D to make a duplicated letter of this. As you can see, the properties or the attribute editor has been changed because Autodesk Maya deletes history whenever you duplicate something. So I will move this backward and select the original subject to see the bevel plus again. Click over it and select the little U. After that, duplicate what you get and put it right here. For example, you can change this bevel attributes and how it looks by just adjusting this stuff right here. For example, let me change the way that the bevel looks here, somehow different. Now let's continue our work and create other text. Let me select the letter first. Press over W to select. Then go to the beaver plus. Let's use D letter for this case. This one, select one. After that, duplicate it again and continue until you get the letters that you want. For example, I want UD, LUD, and what can we say? A. Need A too. Sorry, go to the bevel plus, select A. Not here. Yes, here. Sorry. Then duplicate it again. Press over Ctrl D to duplicate. Select the text again. Go to the bevel plus and put the G letter. And also the last thing that we need, I think lab, LAB, and UD. Yes, we forgot letter B. You duplicate this and select B as the third letter in the bevel plus setting. Go right B, and here you are. That's all what you want. Right now, adjust their position easily. Press over W or select this button right here to adjust the position. I want, as you see here, I put UDG in the bottom. So let me select this U. Put the U right here, add D, to select the little D here, and let me move it. Press over E to adjust, to rotate it. Put it right here, and after that UD and little G. Put the G right here. Make them as close as possible to make the shadow effect be seen. After that, click over the letter L and B. By selecting shift, you can select multiple objects. Right now select these things and I move them up and then here. Of course their position are not correct, so correct their positions from here. That's the letter L. I am changing between the views by pressing over space, just for information. There are some basic tutorials for Autodesk Maya. You can find them from going to help and learning movies. They are simple tutorials so that you can get started with Autodesk Maya. Right now, let's move this L. After that, little A. Then the last letter is B. Select B and put it here. So you can see these letters should be connected together. So if I put A here, it's not going to be right here. So I'm going to rotate it down like this, and the letter front like this, and I made a connection between them. Let me make this B going like this. Now I got somehow a look that's close to this look. Now go and continue by changing the colors. Select the first letter, right click, then go to add a new material. In my case, I'll choose a blend material because it's somehow shiny, and let me select that and change from color to the color that you want. In my case, I want a green color, dark green, so put this color and name it green. Again, I'll put the same effect and the same color on the letter G, so right click, assign existing material and select green. On letter A, I'm going to use blend material, the same thing, but the color will be light red like this, and let me write red as the name. Select little D and make assign existing material red, and for this one let me assign a different color. For example, let's say black, somehow something like that. Let me see what did I put here. Put orange. Okay, orange is possible too, it's a good material, and name that orange. Select the letter U, assign existing material orange. Right now if I click over this button here, I'll see how the image would be rendered. In my case, I want it to be rendered like this. Source of render, I see it in my software, it's not good, just change it to mental ray for a better render. You see the image like this. The 8s are not good because of the quality, so I'll change the quality and make it 2 instead of 0. So right now let me save this image and click over render again. I'll see a different image and a different result from the past result. The lighting should be changed, so I'll make a new light. Let me save this image to show you the differences. Go to rendering, select the spotlight and go to panels, look through selected. Right now I'm looking through what I'm selecting, and let me choose an area of selecting from here, somehow like this. If you see, whatever outside of this circle is not going to be seen because we are only using one light right now. To make it be seen, let's use penumbra. Increase it. In my case, I want it to be 25. 25 is high. Okay, 18 maybe, even high. Okay, what about 15? Let's make that a little bit later. Yes, now that's good. Amazing. Change the color to somehow yellow, but it's going to be near to the white. That's good. Now go to panels, perspective, and make another render. We see a different result from before. It's kind of better you can select the same light and make a duplicated one of it but from the different angle. So I put this light here, go to panels, look through, select it, and I am just going to change the direction of my light, nothing else, and make panels perspective and make another render. This is the result. It's kind of the same result that I got here. Of course, different positions were there, but to save the image, just right click, click File, Save Image, and save it whenever you want. PNG, and there are some other file options, for example PSD or JPEG. I don't recommend the JPEG because the image is going to be scaled. Select PNG or PSD, one of them, and that's all. Right now, that's all the things that we can do in Autodesk Maya. I made this is the real file that I made before, and that's the real render. If I render it, I'll see results that looks like this, same as this one here. Right now, close Autodesk Maya and let me open Adobe Photoshop for you. This is the Adobe Photoshop. Select this background first thing. Open the background. Okay, let me first save this as a new file. Okay, that's good name. And open a new file. Okay, I've opened this file. This is the first thing. The second thing you have to do is to import the image that you got. So import the image and put it in the middle whenever you want. Actually, I wanted to put it here, same as here. Make it a little bit down. You can scale it down whatever you wish. It depends on you. Now let's put the shadow so that we mix the image and the text together. I'm going to select the circle and select the background to the fill to be black. I'll make it like this. That's good. Right click on the circle and select rasterize layer. Then go to this button here, the mark Q tool, and with the clicking Control over the layer, so you'll get this selecting thing. Go to Refine Edge, and you get the result like this. You can adjust the feather, the shift edge, and the contrast. And I made it like this. You can make it the same. It depends on you. I'll select Smart Radius for this and press OK. Then go to Select Inverse so that you can delete whatever outside. I don't want to use mask. I need deleting immediately. So I get this file and this result. Right now, press Ctrl T or go to Edit, Free Transform, so that you can transform this. Put it like this, and then press over Ctrl so that you can switch and make the background like this. Then put it behind the text by dragging it under the text so that you get the result like this. Press over Ctrl T again and rotate it so that it makes good with the image. Then press over the erase tool. Select an opacity less than 100, between 50 and 75. I use 73 in my case. Alt right click so that you decrease the circle size. I'll use the hardness as 0 and start changing how my background will look. This is the first thing that I made. I see the background right here. Now the second thing is to put the butterflies on the text so that you bring life to the text. I'll select the butterflies and drag them out like this and select whatever butterfly I want. In my case right now, I want to use this butterfly. Just select it, press over V and move it out and drag to this side. I'll put this one right here because I'll need it later. Press over Z and delete this extra thing that you won't need. Then press over V, select the butterfly, press over Ctrl T so that you change the direction. Just rotate 90 to CCW. So you see direction has been changed immediately. Bring it over the text and put it here. Now it looks good, but there should be some shadow there. So what I'm gonna do, press new layer, put it under it, over the text also, and name it shadows, something like that. Go to the brush, change the color to black, then select size to be something like that, somehow something like this, and put it here. That's good, but change the opacity to 71. So here we put the shadow for that butterfly. Let's choose another butterfly. For example, this one. Select the full butterfly and drag it to the other side. Press eraser tool so that it erase whatever you don't need. Press V and put the butterfly right here. You can scale it down. Maybe it's too large for you. Depends on you, on what you wrote. Uh, the what we're doing here is bringing life to our text. That's the important thing for putting these things. They're only effects after all, but they're also important for bringing life to text. Let me select this one right here. I want this one. Press over V, drag it, same as before, nothing different, except that you will delete whatever you don't want, extra stuff, and put it here. Don't forget to put shadow for this, so go to the shadows and layer and press B to select the brush. Put a brush like this here. Then again for the same one, right here we put this butterfly, but I'm going to use something different for this butterfly. I'm going to use the drop shadow without using global light, just setting it right here and increasing the size. So here we get a shadow, a nice shadow over the text. Now I finished this, but let me make much more effect so I get the result like this. And select the background, duplicate it by dragging it to the new layer, then go to filter gallery. By selecting dark strokes, put the balance to 1, black intensity to 10, white intensity to 1, and press over OK. You will get this result. Bring it up over the text and press over multiply, or without multiplying, just press over Alt, and here you are, you got it on the text. Then put multiply. After that, go to filter and press over blur. What I am doing right now is putting some shadows. Of course, we are in forest right now, so there are some shadows on the floor, and the shadow should be affected on the text too. So that's why I made this kind of effect to show some shadows as you see right now. Just make the opacity a little bit less, and here you got a shadow over the text from the forest background. You can use it on a different background in the same way, simple way, and gives you a good shadow on text. Right now, after I finish this, let me continue my work putting the smoke, this kind of smoke. Just drag it, nothing else. Press over Ctrl T to change the size. In my case, I don't want to change that for this, so I will select from normal, change it to screen, so I get the result like this. Press over Ctrl J, duplicate it, make another one here, for example, so that you get a better result. And maybe scale this one up. Select V and put it here, and make the opacity a little bit smaller. That's good result. In my case, it's very good. Select the three ones and make it also over the butterflies. You got this result. Result is good, but to get an effect like this, the thing, sorry, I forgot something to put. It's this leaves. Let me select them. Go to select color range and select the background. Double click over the background, then click at the eraser tool and erase whatever you have in the background. I changed the opacity of my eraser to 100 again, and then drag what you got here. Press over Ctrl T, make it a little bit smaller. For example, I want to put it here, that's why I'm dragging it to make it smaller. Text should be a little bit down, something like this, yes. And now let me select what I put in. make it behind the smoke and select multiply. Look at the result that looks like this. Oh, sorry, I have to choose a multiply, then put it right here. Right now, use the effect that will make the result be like this. It's a simple effect. Just use the gradient and drag it up, then choose from the gradient uh, this type present of gradient, black and white, but instead of light we use another color. For example, my case I want, okay, let's make it gray, and then choose multiply. Look, the result has been changed, but it's not the same as this. Because we used hard light here, so from multiply choose hard light, and you got this kind of result. Amazing result, bringing life to your design, putting text, the 3D text that we made with Autodesk Maya, then bringing the text from Autodesk Maya into Adobe Photoshop and mixing it with this background with some effects like the butterflies and smoke and these leaves to create a result that looks like this. Simple result, also amazing result. You can change the levels of the design to get a better result. For example, also the gradient level. Let me go to properties and change this to black. You get a better result, for example, or yes, maybe like this. Then let me put some levels again, or curves to exchange what you got. It's simple. You can change whatever you got in a very easy way. You can also change the color of your text by selecting the layer of the text and press over Ctrl U. And here you can change the color, for example, to whiter or to something different. I don't want to change everything in this case. This one's good. And I will get this result. Simple result. I hope you liked it. Uh, and that's all. That's all we got. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial.